All right, let's talk about something huge. What if in just 180 days, you could become completely unrecognizable? I'm not talking about picking up a few new habits. I mean a total ground-up overhaul of who you are. So, over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the exact blueprint to make that a reality.
And this quote right here, it gets right to the heart of it. See, most of us think transformation is about adding things, a new workout, a new book. But true, lasting change, it isn't about adding, it's about replacing. You've got to change your fundamental identity first.
Okay, so this first part, burning the old blueprint, this is the most critical stage of the whole process. It's all about the internal work. Before you touch a single thing out there in the real world, you got to overhaul your self-image and build some serious mental fortitude. This right here, this is why most people fail. They try to staple new habits onto an old identity. Think about it, right? It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a swampy foundation. It's just not going to work. If you don't change who you see yourself as, your own brain will sabotage you. Every single time. You have to start with that foundation.
So here's the foundational shift you need to make. It's a huge one. You stop defining yourself by your past, right? All the mistakes, the history, that's not you anymore. The new you is a product of your decisions, starting right now. Every single choice you make, what you eat, if you work out, what you read, it's a vote. It's a vote for the person you're becoming. And the goal? It's simple, really. You just keep casting votes until the old you is completely outvoted.
Okay, so how do we actually force this identity shift? Well, here's the game plan. First, you choose your archetype. You literally write down in detail who you are becoming. Get crystal clear on it. Step 2, you cut out anything that contradicts that new person. If it belongs to the old you, it's gone. Simple as that. Now, step 3 is crucial. You act as if. You start behaving like this new person from day one. There's no waiting period. And finally, you document the proof. You keep a log of every time you acted like your new identity, reinforcing to your brain that, yeah, this is real. And a huge part of this new identity is real resilience. Now, let's be super clear, this is not toxic positivity. This isn't about pretending everything's fine when it's not. No, real resilience is a hard-nosed skill. It's the ability to take a punch, process it without a pity party, and just keep moving forward with the exact same force. You don't let anything slow your pace. That's how you become unstoppable. All right, so we've done the internal work. We've rewritten the code. Now we move to the outside world. This section is all about the receipt for discipline. Because once you start that internal change, you need proof. You need a physical receipt that shows you and everyone else that you weren't just bluffing. And you know what the fastest way to get that receipt is? By transforming your body. I mean, think about it. You just can't fake a physical transformation. Your body is the ultimate proof. It literally announces the change before you even open your mouth. And this isn't just about looking good, not at all. It's about building this incredible, undeniable momentum. When you see that progress in the mirror every single day, it proves to your brain that you are capable of long-term change. And that confidence, man, it just bleeds into everything else you do.
Okay, pay attention to this number, because this is a massive secret to success. It's not about being perfect. Forget about perfect days. The real magic happens over 100 average days. 100 boring, repetitive, just show up and do the work days. That's the kind of consistency that creates those insane, head-turning results.
And let's get something straight right now. Forget about balance. The balanced life that got you to where you are right now is not the life that's going to get you to where you want to go. This 180-day window is not about balance. It's about a full-tilt, all-in transformation. You're not coasting here. You are sprinting toward a new reality. And that all-in effort, it's not just for the gym. Once your identity is locked in and your body is dialed in, you'll find your mental capacity just explodes. So what's the next move? You build power. And today, power comes from high-value skills. Think of these as modern weapons. These are the skills that are in super high demand, the ones that make you valuable, hard to replace. We're talking about things like sales, coding, storytelling. You don't just dabble. You pick one and you go deep. You master it.
Okay, so let's recap. You've got the new identity, the physical proof, and you're building a high-value skill. You're on fire. But none of it will last if your environment is constantly trying to drag you back to who you used to be. So the next absolutely crucial step is to engineer your new reality. You have to build a system around you that reinforces and supports this new person.
And this is a hard truth to swallow, but it's one of the most important. Your environment will always beat your willpower in the long run. Always.
Think of your surroundings as the operating system for your life. It's either making discipline easy or it's making it pretty much impossible. If you're trying to become a new person in the same old environment that created the old you're going to fail. It's that simple.
And what's the biggest part of your environment? It's the people, your circle. So you have to look around and ask yourself a really tough question. Is my circle accelerating me, or are they an anchor weighing me down? Because here's the deal. Every single relationship is either a net positive or a net negative for your growth. There is no neutral.
So how do you recalibrate your world? It's a 3-step process. Step 1, purge, ruthlessly. Get rid of all the clutter from your old life. Physical stuff, digital stuff, even social clutter. If it belongs to the old you, it's gone. Step 2, rebuild, but with intention. Design your spaces so that good habits are the easiest, most unavoidable option. And step 3, curate your circle. You need to be spending 80% of your time with people who are pushing you forward, who make winning feel like the normal, everyday standard. All right, let's land the plane here. Let's bring everything we've talked about into a simple, actionable contract with yourself for the next 180 days. These are your non-negotiable mandates. This is the protocol.
And look, this is not a list of suggestions. This is a protocol. You're training with heavy lifts 4 times a week. You are getting over 10,000 steps every single day, no matter what, no exceptions. Sleep is not optional. It's a performance enhancer. You're getting over 7.5 hours a night. Your nutrition is dialed in with high protein every day. All poisons, alcohol, weed, you name it, are at 0%. And you track everything, your weight, your lifts, you track it daily. Because if you aren't measuring it, you're just guessing.
So that's it. That's the blueprint. And it all comes back to that one idea we started with, casting votes. This whole process is about casting so many votes for your new self, day in and day out, that the old you just gets outvoted. It becomes a distant memory. The plan is right here, in front of you. So the only question left is, who are you going to be tomorrow?